Hi all, I trust you're doing well, and as you can see, we're going to try to edit this photo, and I'm not gonna have my camera on as well because I forgot my tripod, so there's nowhere to put the camera. But that's fine. You're not here for my face, you're here to see how this photo is being edited, right? So I've decided to use Luminar Neo and show you how quick can we edit this photo, because I've been using all the versions since the beginning, and I'm not a huge fan of Luminar Neo. I prefer Luminar AI because it gives me more options to edit multiple photos. And you can see here I have only you have only one layer here. You don't have the layers with all the photos where you can choose the photos that you want to edit. But in this video, I'm going to show you how fast can we edit this photo. And this is taken with my Sony a7 IV and the Tamron 28-75, and you can see the photo is already looking quite good, right? Just straight out of the camera, there's nothing done to it, great exposure, everything is perfect. So what we are going to do now is I'm going to try to edit this as fast as I can, so I can show you what we can achieve. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Develop tab and then just try to see what the smart contract can do, right? See what we can achieve with this. Let's see, I think here is quite alright, and I'm gonna just drop the highlights a little bit, raise the shadows, you know, the usual stuff that we do. In blacks, I usually just increase the whites a little bit and then decrease the darks, basic adjustments. I don't touch the curve, or I don't want to do it here. And I'm gonna skip these options here because I'm not gonna use them. The photo is pretty sharp and it doesn't require anything. So what I'm going to do is use the enhance option. So the enhance option is technically midtones, shadows, highlights, and just it's a smart way to do that. So you don't need to use the single slides, and you can see just by dragging that, it just makes the photo pop, which is quite awesome, and it's already looking quite good. In the color tab, I don't think I'm going to use it a lot. I'm going to decrease the saturation a little bit and just the vibrance a little bit. Obviously we don't want it to saturate it, right? And in the HSL, I'm not going to touch it. The photo is looking already quite nice. There's some greens and blues. We can see what we can do with the blues, right? And just give it a bit of a cyan look, and then a little bit cyan, and then we're gonna go to saturation and just give it a bit of a pop, right? And a little bit cyan. And the greens, let's see what we can do behind us. So we can reduce that a little bit, and I'll do the same with luminance. We can just darken them a little bit, and with the water as well, and the blue, and it's affecting the subject a little bit, but yeah, you can see just makes the photo pop, which is quite awesome. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm not gonna touch anything here, as you can see. And the realign feature is quite cool. What it does is just it can brighten the near or the far, depending on the depth of field. So in this case, I want to brighten the subject, so I'm gonna do this. And you're gonna see the difference once I darken the far, which is technically the background. And also you can use the depth of field to determine how much you want of it, which is a very good feature, by the way. And there's an advanced option as well. And as you can see, it's looking quite nice. Just basic slides, and you know, you wanna make the subject pop a little bit, and you can do that, and you can darken the background a little bit. Again, it all depends on the depth of field, and we can warm, or you want to make it more like, you know, cold, depending on the slides again, but it's looking quite nice. So far it's looking good, and you can see just basic adjustments. We're not doing anything special. I'm not gonna change the sky, I'm not gonna add fog or whatever it is. I don't like using that. You can be more creative. For example, you want to add some sun. For, let's say the sun is coming from that side, from the back end, You can see, and if we do that, you see that the entire photo is going to change as well. So this is how smart this tool is. It will know the subject and it's going to change everything. It's not gonna just add the the sun rays, but it's also going to change your subject according to the light that is coming from here. So it's quite nice, right? It just makes it pop a little bit, and I don't want a lot, so why not just leave a little bit, right? Why not, just for the sake of the video, a little bit. And if you don't want it on the face, for example, if you think it's too much, you can use the brush and you can delete that from the face and it's not going to affect it, but I'm gonna leave it so I can brighten the face later. And you have some dramatic options here. I'm not going to use that. The mood is alright. I like using this one, the candlelight, just matches my style, I would say, and the things that I like to achieve with the photos, but I'm not going to use it now. I'm just going to leave it as it is because I don't want it. But what I'm going to do is go to the face section or the portrait section, and I'm going to brighten the face a little bit. You can see how we can do that. I think this is alright. We're not going to slim the face because she's looking great already. And in the eyes section, we can see that the eyes are sharp and it doesn't need anything. You can change it. You can change the color of the eyes if you want. In this case, they look hazel to me. So we can go with hazel or any other color. You can do anything, honestly. This tool is so good. But we're going to keep it as original. So what we're going to do is put a bit of flare in the iris. We're going to whiten the eye a little bit. Not too much. We're going to enhance it a little bit as well. There's no red eye, so I'm going to just remove the dark circles. You can see they are just trying to remove the dark circles for the photo. And then I'm also going to improve the eyebrows a little bit. Now I'm gonna just saturate the lips a little bit as well. I'm not adding too much to the photo. And as you can see, just by using the face portrait option in Luminar Neo, you can achieve some pretty good results. So now what we can do is we can obviously blur the skin a little bit, soften the skin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the amount of skin blur or softening. I think this one will do, and you can see it's looking good. And you can use the skin defect removal, but I'm not gonna do it. Let's see what it can do. You can just use it. It doesn't do much. You can leave it, that's fine. And you can see we can decrease it a little bit. We don't want too much. We don't want to make it too plasticky. And so far, just basic adjustments. Again, you can play with the photo. You can go to Photoshop. You can do other things. Definitely, we can even the skin color. We can do other stuff for sure. But just by dragging some slides, you can achieve very fast results. And the cool thing is that what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a preset, and I can name the preset as let's say Hyde Park, for example, because this is where we took the photo, and it's looking quite nice. So I can use that anytime when I come to my presets. And the last step that I usually use, depends on the photo, is going to be the highlights, contrast, and the mid-tones a little bit for the skin colors, and then the shadows as well. And you can see just basic adjustments, but it makes the photo pop. Well, it makes it a bit more saturated if you want to go for that look, but we're gonna keep it a little bit. We don't want much. And you can see it just makes the photo pop, which is quite awesome. And then you have the color harmony as well, and you have so many options here. You can be very creative. Can definitely do much. You can definitely do a lot, and you can see just by doing some shadows and adding a bit of a yellow in the shadows. just a little bit, and again it makes the photo pop, and it just looks great. And you can play with the slides and you can achieve really good results. But for the time that we have, for example, for that video, I mean, you can see just a couple slides and it just makes the difference, and it's already looking great. I hope the video I hope you like the video, and you can see that Luminar Neo is really advanced. It's really good. It can help your workflow, and it can make you work faster on the photos instead of spending some time editing. And of course you may still want to use Photoshop, and that's completely normal, which I always do. But in this case you can see how fast the edit can be, and it just saves you a lot of time, especially if you work on a couple hundreds of or thousands of photos when you have to edit them for specific time period. But again, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions or anything, you can leave feedback in the comment section. I'll be very happy to review that. And yeah, stay healthy, take care, and again, thank you for watching.